Hi guys, welcome to Different Techcore YouTube channel where we create videos regarding WordPress, website design, and various online technicalities. So in case you are new to this channel, so very quickly, what we actually be looking at in this video is about WordPress themes. Yeah. So what are WordPress themes? Firstly, I believe for you to have aspired to even learn about WordPress themes, then it means you already know what WordPress is. And if not, you need to know that WordPress is a platform that allows you to create a website or a blog. Yeah. So a WordPress theme is a collection of files that work together to create the design and layout of your WordPress website. Yeah. Your WordPress theme actually creates the design and layout of your website. A WordPress website cannot actually work without a theme, so you can only install one theme at a time on your WordPress website. Yeah, so unlike WordPress plugins that I talked about in my previous video, you can install as much as WordPress plugins as you want when you want to add extra functionalities to your website. So if you haven't watched the video I made on WordPress plugin, I have left the link below in the description of this video, so make sure you go ahead and watch that too. So you need to know that a WordPress website need at most a single WordPress theme for your WordPress website to actually work. So you can only use just a single WordPress theme. You can't use multiple themes on a WordPress website. So and now very quickly, for you to be able to actually understand in-depthly how WordPress themes actually works, their differences. So I have decided to actually show you some scenario. So this is the customizer page. This is one of my page in this website. It's called sample page. I actually didn't create it. It's one of the default page that was created for me by WordPress. So I have not actually made any editing to this page. So and this is a single blog page I just created. As you can see, I only named it sample blog 2. Then this is my blog archive page. So I only have just 3 sample blogs on this website. So and this is the archive page that lists all of my blog posts. So the reason why I'm showing you all of these tabs right now is because I actually want to switch between themes so that you will see the changes that will occur in all of these places, as these are the most notable areas for you to be able to actually observe your themes changes. So for example, right now I am actually using 2023 WordPress theme. So this is the 2023 WordPress theme. So basically I use Ocean WP, Astra, and then Flux basically for most of my basic WordPress projects. So that's what I'll be doing. I'll click on add new writing. So and then I will go on ahead to install Ocean WP. So you can actually see how all of those pages will look like now. And so right here, all I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna come here and type Ocean WP to search for it. So once you just type, you don't need to click any button, as it's gonna filter for use. So I can just type WP to be exact, but I've seen it already, so this is it. So I'll click on install, then I'm gonna click on activate. So immediately it activates Ocean WPs, it automatically deactivates my previous activated plugin, which is 2020. As you can see, this is deactivated, so it's giving me button to activate. So and this is my currently activated thing, which is Ocean WP. So your current active thing that you're actually using is the first one to display on this theme directory. Do you understand? So once I have clicked on activate, so I want to show you what would have happened to all of these pages. So now this is my customizer page, so I'm gonna refresh it. So then I'm gonna refresh all other pages too. Okay, let's check for customizer first. And as you can see, it has done loading. But do you notice the changes? You will discover that our previous theme does not give us a full feature. As you can see on my customizer, I have even more feature than I had previously. You see, active theme Ocean WP. So now I have more feature on my customizer, and right here on this customizer you can do a whole lot of theme settings. Right here on the customizer you can do site editing, colors, menus, widget, home page settings, and so on. So but you don't have to worry, I'm actually gonna do a video on customizer in my later video, so I will talk more about customizer. So let's check this. So if I should load my page, this is my one of my page. As you can see, the layout has changed, and this is to prove to you the definition I gave to you earlier, that the WordPress themes actually creates the design and layout of your WordPress website. As you can see, all of my menus have disappeared. My This is my new footer, and so let me come here. So this is my single blog page. Let me load it and see what will happen. As you can see, the blog page has been changed. As you can see, do you see? So let's go to my blog archive page. So if I should reload this now, you see what we have now. This even so this even looks more horrible. So as you can see, this is what we are talking about. Your team actually determines your website layout, your website fonts, do you understand, your website look, designs, and all that. So very quickly I will also switch to, let me switch to Astra. So I'll just click on add new here, search for Astra here. So as you can see, this Astra, then I'll click on install, then I'll click on activate. Once it's done installing, activate. And so right now the Astra theme has been activated and Ocean WP deactivated. So I'll go to my customizer and I will reload this page to actually check for the differences. And now it's done loading. As you can see, we already have a whole lot of changes, though we still have as much as features like before, but there are changes right here. Now we have global. The site edit identity has been moved from up here to here. So this is to show you that depending on the theme you are using, they actually have different modes of settings on their customizer, which you have to be familiar with. Do you understand? So there are some features that might have actually disappeared and you have a new one depending on the theme you are using. But we won't actually talk more about the customizer in this video. So I'll just go straight to my sample page and I'm gonna reload it to see how it looks like. So right now, as you can see, this is how it looks like. Look at all my menus scattered in my header. So the theme actually, so let me reload this single blog page and you can see it has changed. The featured image is not even displaying. So let me reload this to check how it looks like. So this is the blog archive page and you see we already have a whole lot of change. So what you can do is you can actually play around this, test some more themes that you actually know about and see how they look, because these things actually applies to the WooCommerce as well. If you are using WooCommerce on your website, so all of your shop page, product page, those pages, cart page, checkout page are mainly and heavily um, determined by the theme you are using. So that's why I've decided to show you this. So, and then one more thing I need to let you know, guys, is that just as I have mentioned, as I use as Astra, Ocean WP, Flux for most of my basic websites, and the reason is because they are general themes. So what I mean by general themes is that they actually work for diverse categories of websites. You can decide to use Astra for your blogging website, you can decide to use it for your e-commerce website, you can decide to use Ocean WP as well for different types of websites you want to create. But there are also some categories of themes called specific themes. I actually name them specific themes because that's actually what they are. So those type of themes cannot actually be used for any other type of website except what they are created for. Example of a specific thing is color mark. Let me show you what color mark is used for. So the color mark, I'm actually going to search it here so you understand. So let me type here color mark. Then you're actually going to see a color mark theme is actually used for creating a blog website. As you see, it's called color mark. This is it here. So if I click on preview, um, you see the preview of it. So it's mainly for creating a blog or magazine or a news website. So the preview isn't quite loading well though, but as you can see, this is how it's actually going to look like when we install it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to install it quickly, so let us see how it's actually going to look like on our demo website that we have here. So right now the color mark theme has been installed and activated. So let me just quickly load this customizer page, reload the sample page, reload the normal page, and reload the blog archive page, and let's check how they look like now. So now you see how the customizer actually looks like. So we have some few changes. We already have something called front page here. You can't find the site identity outside here. So let's check the sample page. You see it looks a little bit more cleaner compared to the other previous two themes. This is the single block page. It looks a bit cleaner. Let's check the so this is the blog archive page. You see. So now I believe you are starting to get the idea behind what WordPress themes actually are. So WordPress themes are actually the ones in charge of the layout, the customization of your website. Do you understand? So, and we also have various examples of specific themes. We have themes that also works mainly for e-commerce websites. We have themes that mainly work for Korean logistics websites, school websites, real estate websites, and so on. But most of these specific themes are usually um, in a paid version. Yeah, they're usually a paid theme. I've shown you a whole lot of I've shown you few examples of free themes that we have, because any theme that you find in this WordPress theme directory are all free themes. So now we will move on to the next topic, which is free themes and paid themes. So now, what are free themes and premium themes? What are differences? If you watched my previous video on um, WordPress plugins, I actually explained a bit about premium themes in the video. So, but right now we'll actually be talking on it fully. So, as the name actually sounds, that's actually what they are. Free themes are WordPress themes that are actually free to get or acquire, while premium themes or paid themes are themes that you actually have to pay to get their license before you can actually use them. So right now you can just simply go to wordpress.org/themes. So then it's actually going to bring you to the WordPress theme directory. So you come here, you can also actually see a whole lot of free WordPress themes. So you can also click on load more, and you can also come here to search for whichever themes you're actually looking for. So this is actually our free WordPress themes directory. So right here we are at teamforest.net/category/WordPress. So you can actually come to teamforest.net for premium themes. So I'll actually leave this link below in my description. So in my previous video about WordPress plugin, I actually talked a whole lot about Envato Market. So I'll actually talk a bit about it now. So Envato Market is a marketplace for lots of digital stuffs like video editing templates, graphic design templates, pictures, stock images. We also have premium plugins and premium themes on Envato Market. So what they did is they had two subsidiaries. We have Cocaine, which is for premium. That's where you can actually get premium WordPress plugin. We have Team Forest. So on Team Forest, you can actually get premium WordPress themes. So right here we have various other stuffs that are available, not only WordPress themes. So we have other stuff like HTML, Shopify, Jamstack, marketing CMS, and a whole lot others. Well, we're actually going to be looking at WordPress themes. So this is WordPress themes and WordPress templates. So this is where we can actually get our premium WordPress themes. And so right now, if I scroll down, actually we are going to be seeing a whole lot of premium WordPress themes. You see, so we have a whole lot of premium WordPress themes. So what you can actually do is you can also come here. You can also come here and search for that particular feature that you're actually looking for. So if I should click on real estate, it's actually going to bring to me various real estate WordPress themes. So these are examples of real estate WordPress themes. But basically, I use houses to build my real estate websites. So and then we also have a whole lot of other real estate WordPress themes. So, but what I actually advise people to do when they are choosing a premium theme or plugin is that when you come to a site like Team Forest like this, so after searching, the best thing you can do is go for best sellers. So just click on this button here to filter the best sellers plugin. So right now we have best sellers, and the reason why I go for best sellers is simple. Well, number one, the reason is because these themes have been around for a very long time and they have actually sold a whole lot of copies of their themes. So they would have been able to get a whole lot of reviews that you can check from and a whole lot of adjustments. So when you go for newest themes, these ones are just newly created themes. Best rated is not always valid, but the best is actually bestsellers. So I will still create a video on general how to use WordPress theme, premium themes and premium plugins, how to actually go about it on later. So I'll be doing that very very soon. So but for now we'll actually be talking about WordPress themes alone. So you can also search for various other categories of features. So you can also search for WooCommerce. There are some specific themes that are created for WooCommerce. As you can see, we have Woodmart, Shopkeeper, Portal. So as I actually make use of Havada. So I saw it somewhere now. This is it here. So if you actually go to best sellers here, so it's gonna filter for you the best seller. As you can see, Havada is the number one best selling premium themes for WooCommerce. So what you can do is you can actually just come here and search for a whole lot of features. Search for logistics, search for travel, search for car rental, search for a whole lot of types of website that you know people normally build, and then you see themes that are actually created for this purpose. So I'll also actually be creating more videos on how to get all of these premium themes even at a much more affordable price, some that you can actually get for free, how to actually use them to create stunning and much more beautiful and professional websites. Stay tuned for more videos, guys. And if you have actually learned a new idea, gained value from this video, please don't hesitate to actually like this video, subscribe to this channel, turn on the notification bell button so you can always be notified this time I drop a new video regarding online technicalities and so on. So guys, stay tuned for more videos. Thanks for your time. Bye for now, guys.
Crane Tech World.